Hey guys, what's up? It's Fluid Cyborg here and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, been doing a bit more investigating into why Ibuki and Hyoko died. We've come to Hyoko's room, and Sonia seems to think it might be her fault, or something. Let's have a bit of a look around first. It isn't messed up, isn't it? She was abducted in her sleep. Well, that's some vital information. Oh, hang on a second, you little bastard. Ha-ha!
No.
Yeah! Is that mirror cracked? That's what it's saying. Yeah, that mirror looks cracked. The mirror is so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. Okay, is there anything else around? Events. Monitor. Alright then. Yeah. Sonia, what do you have to say?
Hyoko came to his motel. She completely shut us up in this room to afraid of despair disease. So she is cautious for you guys too, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, that was me.
However, she had fear of disease were not the only reason she locked us up in the room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason could make her lock us up in the room?
Perhaps.
Kimono.
Kimono?
Yesterday I went to go talk to her. She had been in her room for some time. I told her it might be good for her to go outside with her. She got the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And we saw it.
What, she couldn't tie her kimono herself?
Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She didn't want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiro was on with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
Oh.
She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her.
Which is why it was tied wrong, potentially, then.
Hyoko told me she learned how to tie a sash from Mahiro, and Mahiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie a sash on her own.
Oh, that's right.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiro taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Uh-oh.
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiro taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
She couldn't.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
So that's why she blames herself.
That was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Hyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono?
I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone.
Yeah, the room is pristine and everything,
So that's weird.
Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told anyone. I don't believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. That's the case. How did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong.
Hey, leveled up.
Sonia's camp. Don't see anything else looks suspicious. No sign.
Hey. Oh, is it time for the...
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know.
Is it now?
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
I'm putting the watch out so that I can keep a track of the time.
I'll see you soon!
I'm sure you will.
It's already time. This again. I need to go to that place. Again.
But now's not the time to be a coward. Ibuki and Hyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, the only thing I could do is go.
Fuck, dude.
Oops. Well, let's check our pet first. while we're running around, let's just have a bit of a think about what all this could mean. 'Cause I'm pretty stumped about who the killer could be this time. I mean, this one in particular has been very good at keeping you on your toes when it comes to who the killer is and why they do what they do. And everyone heard the announcement gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. Soon enough.
Welcome!
Everyone here, do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, Jericho, you're right there!
Monami, such a dumb child.
I love it. What? Don't get in my way, you're just a dumb assistant with a short few brains. My brain was just fine! What are you doing, Nakamaru? I see, so you come to avenge you. Vengeance sounds like you died! Sounds like you say, oops!
Anyway...
Hey, well, what? Let's say something.
Bye-bye.
I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape!
Hey!
You know what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nakamaru's dead, he's just trying to piss us off.
Damn
Oh,
it!
Go's not dead. No way, millionaires.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, everyone except Nakamaru will die. I'm so excited about that.
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe just look forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
Do you?
Insane fiend. You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Right, hurry up, get this over with. Yeah, you're right. So Nagito clearly knows something. Rawr. That's so daft, I love it. On the escalator and descending toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. That's when I suddenly noticed it. I saw a line of silhouettes getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. This is so fucked up. It descended as far as it could go and finally stopped. It was opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Shrine. My, feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Oh, two people are killed at the same time, and Nakamaru's not here.
Hey!
Nakamaru being up because when he's alive, we should invite him.
No.
By bother!
Well now.
Now then, let's begin! It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. So, the curtain to the third class trial is about to open. There must be some reason why Nakamaru's not here. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. As with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Yoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. Perhaps I'd kill those two as among us. Definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I will be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. So the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yep, save progress. Wow, I've got more skill points available than actual skills for once. Alright, let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Naoto clearly
If you
knows
vote
something on this
correctly,
one.
then only the blackened I'll punish everyone oh well, who cares about this boring explanation?
I don't
Let's get
anymore,
on
because
with
we've
it
heard it so many
already.
times. We know
I
how
don't
it
mind
goes.
starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
That's understandable. But goddamn those
You're
boobs.
fine. Your head's empty.
Literally a pair of melons in there.
Empty
Hey.
head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I mean, I guess she's not wrong.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Oh, of course it's down to
And
me.
let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Also, I just noticed how, Tess, whatever his name was, the chef guy, his cross is actually a knife and
I
fork.
woke up at
I
my
just realised.
cottage
That's
on the day
awesome.
the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story!
Shut the fuck up.
And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
I don't think that
I thought I should tell the others right away.
video was being
so I headed
taken
to the
at
motel.
the music video. I think it was being filmed at the hospital instead.
Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
So,
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
yeah.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Oh my.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
He's blushing.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
I
And
still
not
have a
just
feeling that Hyoko's death was
her
not
body
on
was taped to
purpose.
a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, fuck off. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Lie? Why would I lie? Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you. Do you doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Well, we've got Mikan's testimony that we were with her. As you said, Naruto's kind of failed. Just confused thing matters worse. Damn, I shouldn't have explained to Naruto. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Let's see if I can remember these controls.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
Oops.
and the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
That's it. That's my thing.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
The fact that it was like that imitation thing is my way out of it, because actually I never saw that film.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Oops.
means it
Oh, come on, it
probably is
missed.
Hajime's fault.
I'm a witch? What the fuck?
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitating
Fuck.
means it
Fuck!
probably is Hajime's fault.
I keep missing it. I keep forgetting my buttons.
If Hajime's... Then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bot means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Fuck, I skipped it.
Hajime's testimony...
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also be a...
I don't think I can... After all, Hajime...
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
Yes, finally! I saw it so early, it just kept missing it.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
Is he doing this just to say, like, to get rid of any doubt so that we know for a fact that I was telling the truth? And it actually is helping us in a
only
way?
received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Thought so. He's not actually trying to jerk us around, at least this particular moment. It's actually setting the benchmark of we could not have done it, which means that yes, our testimony should be right.
It also provides a good warm-up.
That is also his other motive, because he's a dick.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Technically it is.
Don't get
It's a
mad.
killing game.
I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, Let us move on to the
There, look,
argument.
see? Knife and fork instead of a cross. I love that.
So this means
Just little
Ibuki
details.
definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
Not necessarily.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Yeah, who's got alibis for during that time? I mean, we were with Chiaki. Mikan and Fujiko were pretty much together.
Then let's ask
Same time?
Hajime.
We saw
How long
Gundam.
would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
The ones who don't really have much in the way of alibi are Kazuichi and Sonia.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
Yeah, we dealt with one of these in the
killer
first game.
locked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Shit.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
I knew it!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others
You guys don't
all
have alibis.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
So he couldn't have
And
been
if
there.
Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
No, he's kind of got a point.
If the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Yeah, exactly.
Wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
He's the ultimate Yakuza. Those also that few heroes think so, but is that really it? Let's all room keys drop the paper, step out a semi-transparent glob. Swing it to most video.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Because we're not convinced the truth, I should be able to prove it with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Semi-transparent glob, maybe?
That door should not have had a lock.
Achievement unlocked,
The
blown
lock
through my
was on the
screen.
floor in front of the door.
Probably because of plastic that's
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a
Damn
bolt
it.
to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music by locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
No, it didn't quite
The
have a
lock
lock.
was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Shit. That's all I can do from the looking through. Shit.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
Ah! Yes, because that very transparent glob might have...
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Hmm.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Well, no, it's probably... glue?
Let's see.
That
sense.
semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, you're the one who put it in your mouth, love.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe
Don't
it
eat
is
glue.
not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Ah, the broken drumstick must have been planted there then.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
Yeah, and that should not have required 2 attempts.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Yeah, a single drumstick would snap so goddamn easily, it would only take one person to bust through
Are
that
you
door, not
saying
4.
the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then
Yeah, probably.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Yes, but this is why we discuss things for you, Tom.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
No, you still don't have an alibi.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Manami.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Also, I just realised Gundam's earring, it looks like one of the Supreme Kai earrings
Even
from Dragon
quick
Ball.
work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't
That's
have
almost
done
laying
it
it
while
on thick
Hajime
there,
was
Mikan.
away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Well, yes, that's what I think.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Aha, yes.
That scrap of paper, is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
It's the same as that wallpaper on the pillars. Should be able to figure out what it is.